I'll be honest, my mom might hate me after this, but some of the best macaroni and cheese I've ever had in my life. So I know. Woo, really put that out there. Ah!
Hey, dude, it's your boy Nextstop Sirchcity,
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Neda.
and welcome back to another episode of the Food We Watch podcast. Real quick, before we get started, I just want to thank everybody for the support. Last week, our video was probably the highest,
Ain't no probably.
is the highest podcast episode with 100 and something views. So I know
Thank
to you
you.
guys it may not be big, but when we average 6 people of a video, definitely a big difference. Shout out to Diddy for helping us.
And no, and no, Diddy does not know that he helped us. So let's put that out there.
Yeah.
We have no affiliations.
Yeah, no
We don't want
affiliations. It's
don't
just
want none either.
yeah. But all in all, thank you guys for coming back to another episode of the Food We Watch podcast. Before we get into it, make sure you like, share, follow, and subscribe. Turn on them notifications so you can know when we about to drop, yo.
Yes,
We got some
yes,
things in
because
the works.
yes, we do. And the number one thing that we have in the works are these platters. Search, won't you go ahead and tell the people about it?
Yes. So normals be chefing starting probably within the next 30 days. We'll be doing platters. I know you some of the people that I work with, people that I know, they like, yo, when can we see the food? When can we taste the food? Well, guess what? It's coming soon enough. The first drop, we probably going to do like a wing platter, chipotle wings, pineapple buffalo wings, and garlic parmesan wings. You'll be able to see some of the videos if you're watching this live or if you're watching this period. Um, you'll see at this moment some of what the platters may look like. So be sure to follow us. Definitely follow us on at Normals Be Chefing. Um, you'll see a lot of the postings there. You'll see the menus there. But yeah, we're looking at April 27th, I believe. If you are in the
Hmm.
tri-state, well, let me say that if you're in the Philadelphia, Delaware County, or the whatchamacallit, Delaware state area, make sure you hit us up. Let us know you're interested, and we may be able to bring a platter to you.
Hmm. Deliciousness.
Yes. All
Hmm.
right. Our first topic of the day, before we get into well, you guys know we review food shows. We are currently reviewing Next Level Chef season 3. We are going to review episode 10. But before we do that, let's get into some current events.
Hmm.
Yo, we brought it up last week. We running it back. What the heck is up with y'all man's Diddy, yo? Like
And first off, there's some like new room. I don't know. Well, I don't know how new these rumors are, but Meek Mill has been
allegedly.
thrown.
Everything is alleged.
No, no, but this is a fact. He has been thrown in the mix, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's true or not, but he has definitely been thrown in the mix. And I feel like somebody before called out Meek Mills trying to call him, playing for the other team.
Look, I don't know what's going on over there in Hollywood. All I know is it's a lot. It's not even just Meek Mills. They are random because, like you said, they've been throwing hints here and there about Meek Mills. I've been hearing this for like years. Cuba Gooden Jr.
Yeah, he's
just got
another
beat.
one.
I'm like,
I
wait a minute.
know. I know. I know.
So it's
And I was gonna say, and dare I say it, Jay-Z. Not so much um him having something to do with P. Diddy, but his own allegations is coming up. Like there's rumors about him. I don't know. Did you hear about there's this, or she was, oh, what was her name? Apparently she was a mistress of Jay-Z and was pregnant with his child, but they she ended up being found um not alive in her apartment,
I
and it
remember.
was claimed that it was a brain aneurysm that she had.
Mm.
I forgot the name, but it showed up on my YouTube feed. So I mean, it's a lot of accusations and whatnot. Cat Williams said it best. It's the year of the truth. So I mean, listen, January, February, March did not disappoint. So I'm just looking to see what T April's gonna bring, you
Yeah,
know?
I need I don't know. Whenever people go on Club Shay Shay, it just seemed like a lot of stuff tends to
Yeah.
happen afterwards. So therefore, we gonna need. I don't know what's coming up next for Club Shay Shay, but whatever happens on Club Shay Shay normally
Shout
trickles
out.
has a
Yes.
trickling effect, and we about to see
Yes.
what's gonna happen.
Shout out to Club Shay Shay.
Yes, yes. All
And I
right.
want to wait, and I want to shout out TikTok because y'all are funny.
I don't know what that means, but
Well,
okay.
the different videos that they be making, like they came up with I sent it to you, the whole new Diddy
So you
song.
mean content creators? Because TikTok
Yes,
ain't coming up
content.
with nothing.
Well, I mean, they're using their platform, but shout out to the content creators. Y'all are
Yeah,
hilarious.
all weekend I've been seeing Diddy memes. Y'all done somebody Quilly, a rapper from Philly, done allegedly copywritten the name, the phrase "No Diddy," and y'all been saying it, and it's been crazy. Y'all done thrown Usher under the bus.
Oh
Y'all,
my gosh, Usher, yes. Yo, but I'm sorry though. Really, like for real. Look back on some of his earlier interviews. He was on Howard Steen. I don't know how long ago this was, but
who?
Howard Stein, Howard
Howard Stern.
Stern. Ooh, I'm sorry, Howard.
What you talking about?
I'm oh Lord. Um, he pretty much asked because everybody knows how Usher um was under the care of Diddy when he was but a mere young boy, and they used to play fight under covers. Um,
Mm.
and um, and pun intended. Um, and they asked him like, "Would you allow your sons to, you know, stay the night or something like to that effect over at Diddy's?" And he was like, "Heck no."
I never heard that, but okay. I mean,
Oh yeah, I can see you the link.
yeah, I need to see that. That's
I promise you. I promise you.
All right. Well, we'll see. Again, there has been no charges against Diddy. It was a raid that occurred, and we're going to see in the coming months what's going to go down. Let us know in the chat what you guys think about what's going on with the Diddy situation. Let us know how
Yes.
you feel about it. Do you think charges are going to be brought up against him, or is this
Hmm.
one of them things where okay, they made big noise, but there's nothing really that's going to come from it? Let us know in the chat. In other news, something that recently happened, I don't know if you guys are aware. I was aware, and I thought um, when this happened, that didn't happen close to home, but this happened in Baltimore recently. The
Yeah.
Francis Scott Key Bridge, the situation where the boat, freight boat, large
Cargo.
boat, cargo
Yeah.
boat,
Yeah.
uh, lost power to the boat,
I think
and
it caught on fire. That's
I
why I
don't.
lost power.
It lost power,
Yeah.
made potential
Mhm.
fire, and it ended up running into one of the support beams for the bridge, causing the
Mm.
bridge to completely collapse. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, because I saw Francis, I just thought it was in France. I just was like, oh, this happened overseas. This is crazy. When I found out it was in Baltimore, we are only a couple hours or if that away from Baltimore.
I'm only an hour
It's a
and a half.
possibility. I've gone over that bridge. I've driven to Baltimore recently, a few months ago. Don't know if I was on that bridge.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. I don't, yeah.
But that
I
was
don't
crazy.
know.
It's nothing I've really seen in my lifetime of that stature, um, other than 9/11. Like that was a big situation.
Mm.
This was could have been catastrophic. Luckily, police were notified and they were able to clear the majority of the bridge. Not only that, it wasn't rush hour. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning when this
Yeah.
happened.
Well, you know, I did read one article. I'm sorry, I forget the article, but they did say that somebody on the ship was able to contact MDOT to let them know pretty much what was going on. Like they were having some issues. And that's where authorities stepped in and they were able to stop more cars from going through. But what's crazy, literally right before the boat hit the bridge, it looked like a truck literally was driving by as the ship was about to hit. It was crazy. I mean, I did see it in like a time lapse, but I mean, still, it was crazy. But I do want to say that I do send my condolences out to the families who did lose their loved ones who were working on that bridge. My heart goes out to them.
Yes, I think it was about 6 or 7 people that were
It
unalived
was
that
six.
day.
They're saying
Majority,
six.
yeah, were workers that were on the bridge doing work. So yeah, just goes to show every day that you leave your home and you never know if you're going to make it back. That's something that we
Oh my God, it's
definitely take for
crazy.
granted.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks when they leave home they're going to make it, and some people do not. So I offer my condolences as well. Again, guys, let us know in the chat how you feel about that. Um, On to some lighter news. Well, honestly, it's not really lighter.
Mhm.
Definitely not lighter. I don't know if you guys heard recently, it's been all over the internet, so you probably have heard about this. Quiet on the Set, which is a new documentary that recently dropped. You can watch it on HBO Max, where they go and give us a behind the scenes look on what happened to basically on some of the kids shows
Ain't
during
no
yeah,
song. This was Nickelodeon, period.
yeah. So,
For
but
this
it's
one.
all
For
shows.
this one.
But it was a lot of stuff going on. Yo,
Can
for real,
I
my childhood is in question.
I was about to say, can I just say millennials, okay? We are millennials here. Our childhood is being slowly chipped away.
Yeah,
Like it was all a lie. Like ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like, oh my gosh, like I was one of the fortunate ones who grew up with cable and you know, I lived on Nickelodeon. I loved all that, you know, like that was my show and other shows to follow.
yeah,
Yeah, this was mm. And you know what's so crazy? Looking I will say because at a certain point I did stop watching um all that. I think like after like your Amanda Bynes and your Nick Cannons left, I think I definitely became uninterested in all that, probably because I was getting older. But seeing some of them scenes
yeah.
as an adult looking at it was very uncomfortable. And this one particular scene with Ariana Grande, oh my gosh.
It was like you were looking
Oh
at a
my gosh.
OnlyFans. It was just like so
It was
weird.
it was horrible. And then there was one with Jamie Lynn where she like was trying to get something out of a tube, I think, and it ended up squirting.
How her friend was, and then it squirted onto her face.
Oh, it squirted onto I'm sorry. It was the friend and it squirted onto Jamie Lynn's face. And then come to find out, like the whole subliminal message with the slime.
Yeah, it makes you reevaluate everything. I've been on. I was in like you, just like you. I was a Nickelodeon kid. I used to watch all the shows, and I remember Dan Schneider being in some of the episodes of all that and things like
I
that.
remember him. I
Um,
remember that. Yep, with that voice, because
then,
that's a voice you just don't forget.
mhm. And then as an adult, I still watch Nickelodeon because I had kids, and they watch
Mhm.
shows like iCarly and Victorious and all that. The shows that Drake and Josh and all that. So I've
My
watched
niece
them
and
because
nephews.
yeah,
I know they definitely watch Sam and Cat.
Sam and Cat. So just hearing about this I was just like, I'm not shocked because nowadays, and we've been here for years, how crazy Hollywood can be. It's just shocking that, okay, yo, like, and they said it was kind of weird to have so many adults making shows for kids,
But not
but
just
not
adults.
having kid influence.
But not just adults. A lot of them were men.
Men, yeah, and majority of the people that had problems were men. Well, all of them. The way they treated the female staff was just crazy.
Ooh.
They illegally made them share a salary. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. What? I'm like, yo, I'm not and I'm shocked that nobody questioned this. Like, yo, like,
But
is this
think about it. Think about it. This is like full circle with everything.
yeah,
Even with perverted Diddy, okay? When
alleged.
people
I don't know
yeah,
this man in real
okay.
life.
Okay, alleged. The thing with Hollywood, people with power, there's like only so much you can do. And then it's like you think about, okay, like when you go for, jobs in Hollywood, like being a writer and so forth and so on. Like if you talk against the uppers, wait a minute, that was another thing. Swinging back to Diddy. Um, there was an interview with Stephen A. Smith. Well, he was the interviewer. He was interviewing somebody they call Uncle Dave, I think the name was. But pretty much, Uncle whoever pretty much was saying when you like go up against them like big companies, and he was specifically talking about an alcohol company. And he was like, when you go up against them, because remember, Diddy sued them or tried to sue them, that's when stuff hit the fan. Just saying. So that's the thing with Hollywood. Like people really use their power, and it's like, you gotta live too. And but if you speak out against them, they will make sure you do not ever work anywhere else again. Like it's insane. It's
Yeah.
insane. So it's like you're putting up with this abuse, and it's like you feel like, well, I don't have any other choice because I gotta live. I gotta be able to support myself. And I don't know. It's just
It's just
mm,
crazy because it's like, yo, as a kid, all you knew was all that. What was it, Snick? It was during the summer, and then you had the like the whole lineup, Saturday night lineup. Oh, that's all you know. You just watch great shows,
Yeah.
and to see what really happened, like with the guy Drake from Drake and Josh, like
Oh man, his
the stuff he went
dad.
through with his family, his dad finding
I
out.
felt so bad. I felt so bad.
He really, yeah.
I had some things. I, I'm not a parent. You are. So maybe you can, I don't know, shed some light. I just don't know how a parent can feel so comfortable allowing their child to live with a person that they barely know. Like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm a
Like,
dad, and
I feel like
my kid. If I don't even know who your friends' parents are, you can't even go to their house. Like we don't play that. We weren't raised that way, and and if I was in that situation, I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Drake dad who tried to literally shelter him from that. I don't know what's up with the boy mom, but he did try. But a lot of that stuff wouldn't have happened. No, you're not going to this man's house unless I'm there.
mhm,
Like, I don't care.
mhm,
Like, I don't know who this guy is.
mhm,
Grown man wants to hang out with my 15 and 16-year-old son and take him to Disney World and Six Flags. I don't know you. It's not like you're a
mhm,
family friend. Like, I got a family friend. Shout out to my homie Keith. Like, I've known him for literally more. I've known him longer than I've been an adult. We've been friends since 14. I trust him because I've been around him. His daughter is my goddaughter. I'm good with that. I know what he's about and I know who he be around. For somebody you just met on a set and you really don't know, to allow this man to be around your kids without supervision, I'm sorry, that's some crazy stuff right there. That's not
and
happening.
what's really sad, his girlfriend at the time, mother, caught on to it, like, and was like, "Something ain't right. Why is a grown behind man in his 40s calling a child this much?" Like,
Over some trip that you wanted to take him on. Like, not even just that, he felt comfortable enough to have his girlfriend's house phone and blow that up. I'm sorry, let's not say blow up. He called that numerous amount of times. So it just didn't make sense how nobody else saw the signs. But again, this goes back to you have to keep an eye on these kids. I don't care
yeah.
what profession you're in. Kids want to be child stars and all that. I'm there, and you
But
cannot
this is
like it.
right, but this is my thing. The other guy, I think his name was Brian, if I'm not
I don't remember
mistaken.
his name, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
They did not do criminal backgrounds on these people,
How you got
because if
two
they
hip hop?
did,
That's all I'm saying. How does that happen?
Dan Snyder.
Mm. But it's neither here nor there. We just wanted to touch on a few current events. Let us know what you think if you watched it. Again, it's called Quiet on the Set. It gives you a background of what actually happened with some of these kids that were on some of these Nickelodeon shows. I would definitely I'm going to watch this with my daughter. Um, and if you're a parent out there, especially if you are a parent who has a child that sings, acts, all that stuff, is definitely something you should watch with your child. You and your child will learn from it just to make this world a little bit better of a place that we're in. But guess what, guys? I know you've been waiting. You've been sitting here like, dang, y'all talking so much. We got to get into the show because Gordon Ramsay and his team was trying to show off. Yes, we are on episode 10. Episode 10 of the food we watch. I mean, of Next Level Chef. Um, last week we had to say goodbye to Chris, somebody that I thought was going to go far because he was Gordon's number one draft pick, and he showed us very quickly that he probably should have been drafted last. But we are on another week, and this week the customers, the contestants had to create Greek entrees. Now,
Can I just say this? Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, real quick, now in my mind, as soon as I saw this, I'm like, Christina, it's in the bag. That's all you do.
I was thinking the same thing. I literally have Christina with her Greek heritage should excel in this challenge. I'm just saying. Just real quick though, I am not a fan of Greek food.
I've never really had Greek food to say if I'm a fan or not. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not. I can't get down with it.
I mean, some of the stuff they made yesterday looked pretty decent. I just never
I
really
mean, the
Greek
fish,
food.
yeah, yeah. I just can't get down with it. But alrighty. So everyone has three people on their team. Blaze is on top, Naisha in the middle, Gordon at the bottom. And speaking of the top, that's what Diddy said.
Mm,
Um,
wow.
Blaze, um, no, I'm sorry, not Blaze himself, but the team apparently here's another curse. There's another curse going on.
Mm.
And it's when you on that top floor and you end up being like the worst. Like somebody on the top floor usually gets like the worst dish
Say,
and
if
then
they
goes
gonna say it,
home.
top floor curse. Normally, the other seasons, the past 2 seasons, that's where you want to be at. This season, they like, nah, son.
No, don't want to do that. Nope. Let's ride the middle. Yes. So let's see if they can break the curse. All right. So Mava this time looks like he grabbed smarter. So I was like,
I don't
okay,
know.
good
I'm
job.
not gonna lie. He's starting to become a Christina to me. He cooks shrimp a lot.
He do cook. Yeah, I did
Need to
think
see him
that.
do something different.
I was like, you grabbing shrimp again, but okay, whatever. Um, sorry, excuse me. They let the pork chop slide down there.
That's what she said.
They
To the basement,
that's what
yes.
Diddy that's what Diddy said.
Somebody
Um,
they made it worse on themselves. Angela, I blame Angela. Angela grabbed the lamb neck,
lamb, yes.
and it's like, why would you grab that and knock the pork chop? Make life easier for yourself. Yes,
I don't
the
know.
pork chop made it to the basement. That was crazy.
And then that big old fish.
Yeah, the
What was
bream
it called?
fish.
Yeah, that
Bream.
was crazy. Um, Jordan got stuck with the pig ears though. He was worried and he had a right to be worried because like he said, the only time I saw pig ears was when I had dogs at the time and we
Mm.
would give them as treats to the dog. Never never ever wanted to thought to have any curiosity to eat pig ears.
But first he wanted the pork chop, but Gabby came.
Yeah,
He was
Gabby came
like,
and snatched that
sorry,
jaw. Yeah, she was like swoosh. Yeah, that was
Gabby took it.
crazy. Yes. I thought it was really, really cool that Vaughn and Naisha has their own secret handshake.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, Vaughn.
Yeah, that was
It's
dope.
Vaughn.
Yeah,
PA.
Vaughn. Yeah. And like that again, like just going back to Angela, don't know why again. We don't know why, Angela, you grabbed the lamb neck. And I literally said, literally in my notes, it says when there was a pork chop that she could have grabbed. So I will say this though. Okay, so I go into this top level curse, and that the worst dish always seems to come from the top level. But I can like when you're on the top level, I think it can be challenging because you have all of these different ingredients to work with. And I think because you have all of these different options, it trips up people's mental because it's a lot going on in the situation.
And
And
not just a lot of the ingredients, but a lot of the cookware. I got so many things I can do up there where the lesser you go, I have less items to where I can't do all my ideas because I don't have
right,
the tools.
right,
So I gotta just
right.
keep it basic.
So this is this is like a life thing. you have to give people less options. You can't really give people a whole lot of options, because the more options you give them, the less decisive they become. So that's what I learned from this episode. Don't give people a lot of options, because if you give people a lot of options, they ain't never gonna make up their mind. You got to give them A, and then you got to give them B. Pick one, and then boom. This was Nicole's first time grilling, and Blaze
Yeah.
was so concerned. He was over. He was doing this. He was over by the wall. He was
He's
like,
like,
she never
he,
grilled before. She never
and
grilled before.
the
And I
funniest
picked
part
her.
was, and I picked her.
I picked her.
He's like, okay, she doesn't know how to grill, but I picked
Doesn't
her.
know how to grill. Okay, but I picked her. Okay. You sure did. You sure did. Gabby was so excited to get the pork chop. She was like, how did this even come down here? You ever wondering why? It came down there because Angela grabbed the lamb neck. But even though Gabby grabbed the pork chop, she was starting to struggle with that pork chop. And
She ain't
that pork chop
started.
on the
She did.
outside, she did. And that pork chop on the outside was burnt.
Burnt
And it was
that
still
joint.
raw. And it was still raw in the middle. And it was a thick piece, that's what Diddy said, of meat. So yeah. And she doesn't cook with meat. That's what Diddy does. Allegedly.
That's what I was confused about. I was like, dang, she grabbed that thick cut of pork and she doesn't know how to cook it. You can easily do what she did and burn it. Luckily, you have a mentor in Chef Ramsay that'll help you through it, because, and I ain't gonna lie, I think they showing more of what they do behind the scenes. I knew they helped a little bit, but to the extent that they be helping, I'll be like,
yes.
I'm like, I hope you help everybody else the way you just saved her.
I know. Yes.
He
Oh my
literally
gosh.
saved her. Like,
Well, we'll get into that, because I think that was a really nice trick that we've all learned. But real quick before that happened, Christina grabbed sardines. And the sardines are not what the
she said your favorite thing too. I've done this plenty
I
of
know.
times.
No, I know.
My dad's favorite dish.
I know. Well, I didn't even get there yet. But in my expectations was up. I think everybody's expectations, because you keep flaunting how you're so Greek. And they weren't coming out the way that she hoped. And I'm like, chick, like, you're still overthinking. Like, I don't understand, yo. You say you made this for your dad before. Make it like you was at home. Like, what is you doing? What is you doing? Like, I need you to relax. And Aisha was getting so frustrated with her. Like, girl, bye. So on to the next. So trick. Gordon told Gabby this trick. So if something is too dark on the outside,
or too burnt,
put a stick of butter on it, and it rubs off the darkness.
it's like a butter eraser, and it worked. It definitely, I've never seen that. I've never heard that.
Worked. I
But
thought
thank
that was
you,
super dope.
Gordon Ramsay. I'm definitely gonna try that trick. I might post that and on normal.
Yes.
Make sure you follow.
Yes.
I'm at the purposely burn something.
There you go. And Angela barely made the platform.
Yo.
Give me 1 second. Keep going. I got it.
So I'm sitting here like, yo, everybody's running. Blaze is like, go. It's like, you gotta go. And yeah, she barely, like you said, barely made. She had to throw her plate up there. And she made. I will give credit where credit is due. I'm going to keep saying it until hopefully it doesn't happen. But this season, everybody has made the platform. So I do want to give.
And guess what's going to happen? Next week, somebody's going to miss the platform.
I got faith. I got faith that they would this will be the first season where everybody makes the platform for the entire season. Real quick though, before we end this segment, Zach was not Zacking this week.
No, he wasn't.
Zach
Zach
picked he was
was
another
all over the
person.
place.
He picked octopus and goat cheese, and it was just like that was
Yeah.
kind of weird. And he really was struggling. And even Blaze kind of was like, yo, you know, he's his top cook, but he does too much sometimes. Zach has a lot
Yeah.
of elements to his dishes, and it does work out for the most part. But this week, it just wasn't really working out for him. It really didn't do
No.
what he needed it to do.
Yeah.
But um, I got more stuff. Hold on. Vaughn too almost missed the platform. He's lucky he's tall because the platform started raising and he wasn't near the platform. So he too had to hurry up and get that dish onto the platform.
So I have something to say. So on that note, everybody made the platform. Two people barely made it. Naisha said, and I quote, when we say 2 minutes is left, you should be pretty much finessing your plates and trying to make it nice. You should not be cooking at this point. They were pissed, annoyed, annoyed that people are still barely making the platform.
Yeah.
And that camera went right to Vaughn.
I
So
was like, no, don't let it be Vaughn, yo.
So when they say 20, you got 25 minutes in your head, you need to be saying, I got 23 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And start at the 2 minute mark, start finessing your plates. That's what you should be doing. Perfect your plating. You still should not be cooking. And this is my thing too. Okay, your food might not be exactly how you want it, but what difference would it make if it doesn't make the platform?
You at least want to get the plate up there so you can be judged. You don't want to. You automatically pretty much sign yourself a trip to the what was the losers challenge
The
because
elimination
the
challenge.
elimination round because you didn't make anything. The worst thing you could, I'd rather put something up there that's raw than to not put anything up there at all. That rhyme. I'd rather put it up there raw than not put
That's
anything up there at all.
That's what
No
Diddy
Diddy.
said.
No Diddy. Take that. Take that.
Oh man.
All right, but
Oh man.
all in
He,
all,
he
everybody,
he's gonna use that in his next lyric, yo.
all in all, everybody made the platform. Now we get to the judging. First up, we had Zach. Zach did the grilled octopus with the goat cheese puree. They said it was too fatty and too much richness, and the goat
Lingering.
cheese had this lingering taste that
Yeah.
overpowered the octopus.
Now I
Uh,
will say I like goat cheese. I
I've
do.
never really had goat cheese.
No, I'm gonna buy you some goat cheese.
No, I'm good. I don't need it.
It's
Sounds
really
weird.
good. No,
I
it's
bet.
really good.
I take your word for it. Angela created a marinated lamb neck with tomatoes, olives, and onion salad. The look
Was
of
it?
the
It
dish,
looked like vomit.
they said it looked
And
like somebody threw up.
that's what
Uh,
Gordon said.
but it was lovely and vibrant. They loved the salad, but the lamb was overcooked.
Can I just say this, Angela, in your confessional, I needed you to shut up because because you was like not taking accountability for the fact that your plate looked horrible. You trying to go back like, my plates, never look bad and da 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 da. Yeah, keep that up. Keep that up. There's no
Yeah,
excuse
keep
for
that up.
your plate. No, there's no excuse for your plate to be looking as how it looked. Cause she was like, they was really going in on her. And this was like really her first time. And before then, like, her place was always really nice. And people made, worse place. Angela, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're supposed to be elevating, elevating. So I was really just I was ugh. I was like, Angela, shut up, shut up. You didn't do what you needed to do this week because you dummy grabbed the lamb neck and you on the top floor. Make it make sense.
I would like to say the ideas of Neda does not reflect the ideas of Search. Even though I do think you should have took some accountability, I would not tell you to shut up because I would love to have you on the show one day. And I'm not going to go that far in. That's what Diddy said. But I do think, yes, accountability is key. You got to learn from your mistakes and keep it moving. All right, Nicole. She did the marinated grilled turkey thighs with the what did I? Sulaki fresh piece. I don't know. Fresh pita bread, tzatziki, and then the pepper olive salad. They said the cook on the turkey was perfect. The tzatziki was vibrant. The pita was delicious. The depth of flavor was phenomenal. I ain't gonna lie,
All that.
Nicole, last 2 weeks, she been doing her thing. I did not pick
Yeah.
her to go far, but
No,
I'm
not at
starting to
all.
change my mind. Even though she don't know how to grill, which was crazy, she been doing her thing. So keep it up,
Mhm.
Nicole. Keep doing your thing. Mata. Mata did the Mediterranean grilled shrimp with feta and a cucumber salad. They said it was beautiful. They
The
loved the
sh-
feta. Um,
the shrimp was mushy.
I'm not. Let me.
Oh, I'm
They loved
sorry.
the feta. It was like a perfect appetizer to a Greek wedding. The only issue is, like you said, the shrimp was mushy.
Can I just say Blaze was going in,
He's doing that to see
in.
he's not playing no game.
Yeah, no, he is not. Like the other two judges would give like, okay,
Mhm.
and Blaze is like, nah, no.
No, your dish sucks.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you're not
Pretty
on my
much.
team, your dish sucks.
Yeah,
All
pretty
right,
much.
Vaughn did the pan roasted chicken breast over a salad and futash. The chicken was delicious, but the plating was clunky. It definitely looked weird. The salad complemented the chicken breast very well. Yeah, he looked like the way Mata cooked with all them big portions. Like that John looked kind of. I was like,
Mm,
that do look like a lot of chunky food.
mm.
Um, Christina. Christina did the crispy fried, deep fried sardines. They loved the grab because they feel like the sardines is a classic Mediterranean Greek dish, but it needed to be cooked a little bit more. But they said she did a great effort, which means she didn't do what she was supposed to be doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Isaiah, they didn't even go into what he did. They just said he did a sea bream. He made basically a fish, a big ass fish.
Pretty
Um,
much with stuff inside of it.
Yeah, it was smart to keep the fish whole, and
It was.
he cooked the fish to where it was the star of the dish. So he
Yes.
did good because he didn't overdo it, and the fish actually stood out, which was what he was supposed to do. Gabby marinated pork chop with Orlando. Why the marinated pork chops with potatoes and peppers? I don't know why I put Orlando. I don't think that's what I meant. Perfect. It was perfect. The chop was cooked beautifully. Flavor matches how it looked. It was Bon Appetit magazine quality. And that hit home to her because she interviewed to do work with Bon Appetit magazine and they turned her down. And now she's on Next Level Chef cooking meat
and
that she never cooked.
she's saying, suck it. Y'all missed out.
Suck it. Suck these nuts.
That's what did he say?
And last but not least, we have Jordan, who did a crispy pig eared Mediterranean salad. They said the ears were crispy and beautiful. Really, and that's all they kept saying. It was a really good cook on the ears. Not too much going on with it. I mean, it was a salad. So, all in all, that is what was cooked this week. Um, Unfortunately, Well, fortunately, there's a winner. The winner this
Wait
week.
a minute, hold on. You gonna skip right over the deliberation?
Okay, go ahead.
Blaze was fighting for his team.
Blaze do that every week.
Fighting, no, but really fighting. It was like to the point like Naisha knew like no one had the best dish on her team, so she fell back. Blaze, no one had the best dish on your team either, man. It was all Gordon. Like you had to, it was for me, it was between Gabby and it was between Isaiah. Like
I don't know.
what
Nicole,
conversation?
to me, Nicole had the best review. I thought she won it. I'm not gonna lie. I did not think Gabby won it. I thought Nicole won it.
I would have thought Isaiah.
Him too. I didn't think Gabby though. I did. She did good, but the way they raved about Nicole's dish is kind of like they did last week. So I'm like, oh, she about to go 2 for 2. I literally wrote down Nicole,
Wow.
but Gabby, Gordon's Gordon's team. I'm now starting to feel like they really pushing this curse thing. Because once again, there's somebody from the top who did not win. And now we have to go to the elimination round. And it's no surprise, Shanita's nemesis, Angela, had
She's
to
not my
go up.
nemesis.
Oh no.
I just didn't appreciate what she said. Girl, you messed up. You messed up. You should always give your best. Don't be like trying to lean on what you did in the past. What are you doing now? You're supposed to be elevating. You're supposed to be getting better. It's how many of y'all is 9 of y'all right now? Like, come on. That was unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Versus Christina. And I'm not gonna lie, this here
I
was
agree
I
100%
agree.
on this because they was
I don't know if
definitely
I
the
agree.
bottom of the bottom. Yes, I do. Christina, this
I
was your
thought,
time to shine. No,
yeah, that's
Christina,
why.
this was
That's
your
why.
time to
She
shine.
agreed.
You
That
always
right.
praising Greek. Your Greek heritage. Christina, you should have saved your team. Like you should have had top dish. You should have had top dish. Your team next episode should be on that top level. The way you rave about how you're Greek and whatnot, and you make Greek food, and you done made this dish for your daddy. Like, come on, man. And and because you're Greek, and because you come from that heritage, you know how Greek food is supposed to taste, and yet you drop the ball. So yeah, Christina, go into that elimination round, and you no longer have that immunity pin to fall back on.
All right. So for this elimination challenge, the contestants Angela and Christina had to make a lovely rack of lamb.
No, not just rack of lamb, perfect.
And let me tell you, Christina, she was like, look, I seen Angela in elimination before. I'm ready for what's gonna happen.
But can I say this though? Like, y'all really racing. Y'all both got the same protein. If anything, y'all
Yeah, that was
should really
crazy.
be raced. That was not, that was okay. Y'all
That
got
was
the
crazy.
same protein. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, go with your ingredients. That's where the fight should have been for those ingredients. Like that was dumb.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it wasn't as crazy as when she what was that? Who did she Wendy? That's who she not
Yeah, Wendy.
it wasn't
Wendy.
that crazy, but there was some shoving. I was like, oh, they're getting it.
But for what though? Y'all got the same protein and y'all not grabbing the
Oh
same
no, maybe
ingredients.
if you think about it, maybe it's like a tactic that Angela likes to do because you could get thrown off. Somebody shoving me, I'm like, yo, what the? Some people get frazzled, like Wendy. You know, that kind of
Search,
threw her
search,
off.
you would be fine unless you was against somebody like
I don't
Lana.
know. Somebody come pushing me, we might have a problem. I might forget where we at. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna be all right, especially if you
No,
push it for a
no,
reason.
no, but I'm saying like
I'm
it
smacking the dish on the
wouldn't.
floor.
That's what I'm saying. Like it wouldn't really be nothing except for Maba. Like I that anyway.
All right, now
Um.
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they grabbed the same, they had the same protein. One thing that stood out to me, which I was just like, oh, this is dope. Angela understands
Was
cuts of
cutting
meat.
the fat.
She
Yeah.
removed the fat cap, which was smart. Cause in a way, you don't want to remove it because if you cook it right, it gives you the great extra richness to it. But
Mhm.
leaving it on could actually hinder you because it takes a lot longer to cook. And it was a smart move to me on her side to remove that fat cat. Um,
Um, Vaughn gave Christina some really good advice about adding, like you were saying, search about adding some of that lamb fat so into back into the pork or the
mhm.
lamb so it can give it that flavor. But
Now,
I was concerned for Christina because her lambs were not cooked all the way.
yeah, it was still a little raw on the inside. Um,
That's what Diddy said.
Gordon, Gordon basically told her, "Yo, you gotta get rid of this self doubt, especially for this day. Like you said, it was Greek Day. This was supposed to be. That's like saying I'm on the show and this is Philly cheesesteak week and I do not cook a good cheesesteak.
Oh, yeah.
Like that would be crazy. And I rant and
I
rage
would
at Philly.
I would have to disown you. I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't know you. Like, such a great
I
disappointment.
can't go back to Philly. But all in all, Angela, her dish started to look a little weird because she was, and this is how you get to, but this is where Christina's Greek actually kicked in because her ingredients were matching and Angela's was
Mhm.
just she was just throwing stuff together.
Right, real quick on that part where you said you couldn't go back to Philly. Didn't Alexandra say that on them wings?
Yeah, she
Remember
said
she
that
was
she makes wings all the time. She just
uh-huh.
got off the plane from making
Mhm.
a bunch of wings and all. She said if I don't win, I can't go home. But
Mhm.
last I heard, she was back home. So, um,
Okay. So yes, like you said, Christina's Greek heritage kicked in at some point and she was really able to pair her flavors. They said about Angela's dish, it looked like two separate dishes
well, real
and
quick,
tasted.
Angela made the marinated lamb with grilled tomato salad and a potato and vinegar reduction. And
Yeah,
as you
no.
said, it was. They
Mm-mm.
said it was beautiful, but it felt and looked like two different dishes. It wasn't cohesive.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Um,
And Christina made what?
lamb with carrot puree, green beans, pistachio pesto, and then sautéed uh pushel shell, sautéed
Blaze
pushel.
Blaze said that the puree was perfect.
Yep. Delicious. Only thing they said about hers is that she needed more on the plate because they had a whole rack, but she only put two lamb chops on the plate. So that was kind of weird. And the way she plated it, the carrots stood out more than the lamb. The lamb was on the side and the puree was in the middle. So it was kind of weird. But overall, I guess her dish was more delicious because I'm sad to say that we had to say goodbye to Angela. Not gonna lie, she was one of the ones I picked to be in like the top, at least top five to top three at the beginning because she was doing good and they wasn't really highlighting her as much. So I was like, oh, okay, so she's just gonna do her thing. But I ain't gonna lie, the last few weeks she kind of struggled a little bit. But shout out to you for like just being on the show. You are the celebrity chef, so I know you do a lot of work for celebrities. Glad you had the opportunity to be on the show. And despite the what was said today, I really hope you still come and be on our show.
Listen. I am just a viewer, just giving my commentary. Okay, That is all. I think she is a phenomenal chef. I think it takes real guts to do what these people do because at the end of the day, I couldn't do it. But at the end of the day, we're just giving our honest opinion. That's it.
No, that's true. That's facts.
So, but real quick though, I'm sorry, I forgot to really touch on this.
That's
Zach had
ridiculous.
his first negative review this week. So, Zach, I just want to say, I hope that doesn't get you down. Don't let it get to your head. Like, you got this because you are great too.
Yes, sir. Well, guys, it's been real. I hope you had some fun. Again, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notifications so you can know when we drop. This has been another great episode of the Food We Watch podcast. Tune in next week, same time, same place. But before we get on out of here, Neda, if they wanted to just, give you some feedback or talk to you, where can they find you?
Guys, hit me up, please, at Neda.foodphoto on all platforms. And, well, I mean, you can always catch me, but where can they catch you?
Hey, yo, you already know at Sirchcity on all platforms. If you don't find me over there, if I ain't answering, you will always find me at Normals Be Chefing. And guess what, guys? I know everybody's busy. You may not have time to watch an hour of us talk and rant and rave, but guess what you can do? You can watch some of our clips on at the Food We Watch Pod on IG and potentially still TikTok as long as they haven't banned us yet.
Real quick, though, I just want to give a special shout out to Normals Be Chefing on YouTube. Listen, guys, please go over there and subscribe to Normals Be Chefing on YouTube. He just hit 10K. Listen, y'all need to go over there and just check out, see what these platters are looking like. Cause I'm just saying they do look as good. I mean, they do taste as good as they look. So I'm just saying, like, I'll be honest, my mom might hate me after this, but some of the best macaroni and cheese I've ever had in my life. So I know. Woo, really put that out there. Ah! Oh no. Well, anyway, search left, but you know how it goes. Good things come and good things go. Life is like a box of chocolate. That stuff be melting. Peace out.